I now call the meeting of the Code Enforcement Special Magistrate to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Welcome to the Hillsborough County Code Enforcement Special Magistrate hearing. When addressing the magistrate, please state your name, address, and speak clearly into the microphone. If you are planning to speak during this meeting, you must sign the speakers list located at the front door so your case can be called. Any person who decides to appeal a decision of the Code Enforcement Special Magistrate will need a record of the proceedings. The record is comprised of testimony and evidence upon which an appeal is based. It is your responsibility to ensure a verbatim record of this proceeding is made. By law, you have 30 days from the date of my order to appeal my decision to circuit court. Presentations by the county, respondents, and opposition must be kept to a maximum of 10 minutes each. The special magistrate may recess at 12:30 and reconvene at 1:30 to conclude its business if needed. The basic process for this hearing is as follows. Ms. Meyer will conduct the oath of witness. Your case will be announced. Staff will present their evidence on your case, and then you'll be allowed to rebut that evidence and explain what has occurred. We'll close the hearing and announce the decision. I may ask questions and allow other witness testimony if necessary. Depending on my order, the county staff may later have to conduct an inspection to see if you have complied. If the staff believes you have not complied, you will receive a notice in the mail. By law, you have 10 days to contest that notice. Otherwise, it will be considered correct and a lien may be filed against your property. For false alarm or water resource cases, if you have not complied by paying the past due burglar false alarm fine or water resources penalty fine within the time ordered, you will receive a notice in the mail. By law, you have 10 days to contest that notice. Otherwise, it will be considered correct and a lien may be filed against your property. If you have any questions, these rules are outlined by Hillsborough County Codes of Ordinances and Laws, Chapter 14, Article 2, Section 14. And before we begin, please silence all electronic devices. First order of business, I approve the minutes from April 9th, 2021. Ms. Meyer, when you're ready.
Everyone who will be testifying must take the oath of witness, including county staff. Please stand and raise your right hand if you will be testifying. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. First case is on page 9 under Water Ordinance Cases, number 17, case number WR 2001517. The owner is Progress Residential Borrower 13 LLC and location 10307 Boggy Moss Drive. We have service and no one is present.
Good morning. I am Carmine Pisano with Code Enforcement. This case is case number WR 2001517. On Tuesday, 12/1/2020 at 7:20 a.m., Officer Paul Whaley arrived at 10307 Boggy Moss Drive to find the sprinkler system on in the front left side of the driveway. This was a non-watering day. A notice of violation was sent out on 12/2/2020. Default notice was sent on 1/7/2021. On 3/19/2021, certified mail was sent out for the notice of a hearing and the card was returned served. This is a second violation for this location. The first violation was on 4/17/2020. Case number WR 2000281, making the fine $200.
I rule in case WR 2001517 that based on the evidence presented, I find the property is in violation or has failed to pay the water resource penalty fine for illegal sprinkling imposed by Section 111-7 Hillsborough County Codes of Ordinances and Laws, Part B, Public Utilities. I grant the violator 30 days to come into compliance. If compliance is not achieved by that date, a fine. I'm mixing my motions here. I apologize. I grant the violator 30 days to pay the water penalty fine imposed in order if that payment is not made by that date, a fine of $20 per day be assessed.
I just have one question. Is the total fine for the two cases $200?
It's a second violation. I don't,
Okay.
the other violation
So
was,
this one itself is $200. I just want to make sure.
Initial violation was 100. This violation is 200?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Just to clarify. Okay, we will go now through the agenda in the order that it is and where there are people, citizens here to testify. Turn to page 11, number 20. Oh, no, hang on. I flipped the wrong way. Turn to page 2. I'm sorry.
So we're a little rusty this morning.
Page 2, number 3, under burglar alarm cases. Case number BA 87305. The owner is Volusia County Enterprises, LLC, and the violator is Mobile. Location 4002 Orient Road. We have service, and someone is signed in to speak on this case. Sir, you did take the oath when I, okay.
Yes, I did.
State your name and address.
Milton Hempstead, address 4002 Orient Road, Tampa, Florida 33610.
And who are you representing?
I don't know who Volusia,
The mobile station or the owner of the property?
the
or
mobile
both?
station.
The mobile station? Okay. All right, thanks.
Tina Burney, Hillsborough County Consumer and Veteran Services. Case BA 87305, data false alarm 31320, 31620, 31920, service 12121, amount due $950, additional outstanding $100.
Ms. Bernie, what is the additional $100?
January 23rd, 21.
All right, sir. Were you here last month?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was here. And this, this is the same thing. I mean, I spoke with them. I'm still waiting a letter from ADT about it because they said since it was the calendar year of last year that they're going to research their records and try to come up with a statement for it. But once again, I mean, they say they're legit alarms going off. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know what to say or what to go from there. I don't know.
Well, I appreciate you coming back down again, obviously, and I know you're dealing with issues with ADT, so that's not unusual. I hate to see you keep coming back down here for this. My suggestion at this point is that I go ahead and rule on the case.
Okay.
I'll give you a little extra time, and I'll reduce your penalty fine a little bit to help with that. And then you can go through your process, and then as part of my order, we'll have, if you can submit the paperwork from ADT to the county, then we'll go ahead and dismiss this case. That way, then you don't have to keep coming back. So as long as the paperwork gets in the next 60 days, they can take it back off of the agenda and remove it, okay?
Okay.
Does that work for you?
Do I send it here?
You'll get notice after this meeting as to where the payments and those kind of things need to go, and that would go to the same place.
Okay, I just wait for the mail?
Correct.
Okay.
Ms. Bernie, is that okay?
Yes.
All right, terrific. I rule in case BA 87305 that based on the evidence presented, the violator has failed to pay the false alarm penalty fine imposed by County Ordinance 04-16. I grant the violator 60 days to pay the fine imposed. In order if that payment is not made by that date, a fine. Oh, that's not what I want. Let me reduce the fine first. Let me try that again. I rule in case BA 87305 that based on the evidence presented, the violator has failed to pay the false alarm penalty fine imposed by County Ordinance 04-16. I grant the violator 60 days to pay the fine imposed. Order if that payment is not made by that date, a fine of $25 per day be assessed. And also reduce the penalty fine amount to $600 from the $950. In addition, as stated in my previous testimony, if you provide the paperwork and documentation within the 60 days, that this case will be dismissed. If it doesn't show up, then you'll be on the hook for that penalty amount on a daily basis.
Got it.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right, terrific. So ruled.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you coming back.
All right.
Page 11, number 20, case number L205854. The owner is Angel G. Bellini and Marta Bellini. Location 12826 Castle Main Drive. We have service, and someone is signed in for this case.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
State your name and address, please.
Angel Blaney, 12826 Castle Main Drive. So we were ordered to take,
No, the rest of the address.
oh, I'm sorry, Tampa, Florida, 33626.
Thank you.
Apologize.
We're going to give Ms. Hull an opportunity to get us up to speed on the case, and I'll give you an opportunity to speak.
Perfect, thank you.
Thanks.
Good morning. This is Krista Hull, Environmental Supervisor with the county's Development Services Department. This is case L205854, property owner and violator Angel Bellini and Marta Bellini. Violation address 12826 Castle Main Drive, Tampa. Violation observed. The required lot tree is deficient per the Land Development Code for West Hampton subdivision. Ordinance violated is section 6.06.03, first inspection, January 6, 2020. First notice, January 7, 2020. Last inspection, April 28, 2021. 5 inspections. First inspection was done by Wayne Doyen on January 6. The tree, the lot tree, there are some palm trees, but there is no shade tree that's been identified per the Land Development Code. There should be at least one shade tree. Recheck shows that the property still exists in the same conditions as prior visits by the inspector. County is recommending that he install the required lot tree for the West Hampton subdivision within the next 30 calendar days, or fines will be issued for failure to meet that time frame.
Okay, sir, what would you like to tell us?
I'm good with adding a tree. We've already taken out one tree, which was anyhow, we've already taken that out, got taken out on the 4th. So we're going to implement a shaded tree in there, and that should be done within the next few days.
Oh, okay. Terrific. Easily done within 30 calendar days?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're making my life easy today. Okay, terrific. Well, I'll go ahead and rule that, and then within 30 days, this will resolve itself. They'll come back out and double check, make sure it's in, and we'll be good.
Perfect.
Awesome.
All right,
Thank you, sir. I rule in case L205854 that based on the evidence presented, I find the property is in violation of Hillsborough County codes or ordinances listed in staff's presentation. Further, based on the gravity of violation, the actions taken by the violator and the violator's history, I grant 30 days to come into compliance by planting shade tree required. If compliance is not achieved by that date, a fine of $100 per day be assessed.
Turn to page 12, number 21, case number L205867. The owner is Ricardo J. Lopez and Vicky Pabon. Location 802 Terra Vista Street. We have service, and I believe we have someone virtual.
Mr. Lopez, can you please enable your camera?
Right, should be on right now.
Mr. Lopez, will you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
And state your name and address?
Ricardo Lopez, 802 Terra Vista Street, Brandon, Florida, 33511.
Thank you.
Krista Hull with the county's Development Services Department, case L205867. Property owner and violator is Ricardo Lopez and Vicky Pabon. Violation address is 802 Terra Vista Street, Brandon. Violation observed. The required street tree and lot tree is deficient per the Land Development Code for the La Colina subdivision. Ordinance violated is Section 6.06, first inspection, April 10th, 2020. First notice, April 13th, 2020. Last inspection, May 6th, 2021. 2 inspections. First inspection was done by Jim Rauch on April the 10th, 2020. There was a palm tree on the property. To qualify as a street tree, there needs to be at least 2 palm trees that are over 8 feet tall. There is no sign of identification of a lot tree for the property. Reinspection of the property shows the same condition, only 1 palm tree and no suitable shade tree for the property to meet the landscaping requirements of the subdivision. The inspector was Tony Hood on May 6th. The recommendation at this time is that the required lot tree and street trees be installed within 30 calendar days. So you can install another palm tree that's over 8 feet tall, or you can place a required street tree on the property, and he needs to install 1 shade tree on the property to qualify. There will be fines if failure to do that in the next 30 days.
So is Mr. Hood online as well, the inspector?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Does the tree that's there, is that over 8 feet tall now? Does that qualify as one of the ones that applies to the requirement?
It does.
Go ahead, Mr. Hood.
Yes, the tree is 8 feet tall. The 1 palm.
Okay, so what we're asking for is an additional palm or a shade tree, or an additional palm and a shade tree?
What he needs is, for the street tree and the lot trees are 2 different things. He needs at least 1 more street tree. That could be either another palm tree that's 8 feet tall or a street tree to add on there to meet the development code. Now, the lot needs to have a shade tree also. There's lots of ornamental trees, but the code requires only 50% of the lot can have ornamentals. There needs to be at least 1 more shade tree on the lot side.
Okay,
Okay?
understand. Okay. Mr. Lopez, what would you like to add?
Nothing. I just want to say that I got this first notification right before military deployment, so I couldn't take care of that. Upon my return back to the States, I found the second notification. And I started working with the HOA because my HOA approved this palm tree. I thought that they knew what the county rules were. Apparently they didn't. You know, I have moved 13 times in the last 21 years all over the world, and I really don't know the codes and regulations for every single county. But anyhow, I went back and forth with the HOA on several occasions. They are not giving up. They're not taking any partial responsibility for it. So I just went ahead and submitted another architectural review or proposal to replace a palm tree with a magnolia tree. And I actually received the HOA notification 2 days ago, and I already have a landscaper lined up to replace it on the 18th, so in 2 weeks from now.
Okay. First of all, sir, thank you for your service. And I mean, there's no life safety or any issues here. We're just trying to get this corrected, right? So I'll go ahead and, as part of my ruling, you understand exactly what they're looking for in regards to shade trees and street trees, correct?
I do. You know, I wish I was very confused at the very beginning with the whole palm tree, you know, what type of palm trees required. Apparently there's some specifics with the type of palm tree, and if that is not the case, please let me know. So I'll just make my life easier. I just want to move forward, close this page, and move forward. So I'll just go ahead and replace it with a magnolia tree.
I understand. Terrific. Well, I will go ahead and rule it. And I'll give you some extra time just in case your landscaper falls through or there's issues with that. I mean, it's not a huge hurry, but appreciate you proactively taking care of that for us.
No, I appreciate the extra time.
Absolutely. I rule in case L205867 that based on the evidence presented, I find the property is in violation of Hillsborough County codes or ordinances listed in staff's presentation. Further, based on the gravity of the violation, the action taken by the violator and the violator's history, I grant 90 days to come into compliance. If compliance is not achieved by that date, a fine of $100 per day be assessed.
Thank you, sir.
You have 90 days. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
We don't have any additional audience citizens here, so we will move back to the first page of the agenda. Under burglar alarm cases. Page 1, number 1, case number BA 23684A. The owner is Gloria J. Gaffney. Location 4422 Tarpon Drive. We have service and no one is present.
Case BA 23684A, data false alarm 81020, 81220, 82220, 12720, service 21521, amount due $1,450, additional outstanding $425.
What are the dates for the additional outstanding?
There are previous ones, they've already been to a hearing back in January.
They've been to a hearing and they haven't paid?
No.
Okay. I rule in case BA 23684A that based on the evidence presented, the violator has failed to pay the false alarm penalty fine imposed by County Ordinance 04-16. I grant the violator 30 days to pay the fine imposed. Order if payment is not made by that date, a fine of $50 per day be assessed.
Number 2, case number BA 106246. The owner is David Sable, 5009 Avenue Avignon. We have service and no one is present.
Case BA 106246, data false alarm 7220, 8520, 82020, 92720, 92820, service 12121, amount due $1,325, additional outstanding $2,000.
$2,000?
Yes. They're from January 1st, 2021 and 1/21/21, 2/9/21, and 3/1/21.
Have they appeared?
I'm sorry?
Have they appeared?
No.
Okay. I rule in case BA 106246 that based on the evidence presented, the violator has failed to pay the false alarm penalty fine imposed by County Ordinance 04-16. Grant the violator 30 days to come to pay the fine imposed. Order if that payment is not made by that date, a fine of $50 per day be assessed.
Page 2, number 4, case number BA 109493. We do not have service on this case, so it is being pulled to be rescheduled. Page 3, number 5, BA 116908A. The owner is Juanita Enzor. Location 5819 Langston Drive. We have service and no one is present.
Case BA 116908A, data false alarm 63020, 7220, 111320, service 12521, amount due $275, additional outstanding $225.
A ruling case BA 116908A that based on the evidence presented, the violator has failed to pay the false alarm penalty fine imposed by County Ordinance 04-16. I grant the violator 30 days to pay the fine imposed. In order if that payment is not made by that date, a fine of $20 per day be assessed.
Number 6, BA 121252. This case complied April 30, 2021. Page 4, number 7, BA 64425. This case complied April 28, 2021. Number 8, BA 107723A. The owner is 1911 Bears Avenue, LLC, and the violator is Wing Express. Location, 1911 East Bears Avenue. We have service on both parties and no one is present.
Case BA 107723A, data false alarm 71320, service 21521, amount due $75, no additional outstanding violations.
I rule in case BA 107723A that based on the evidence presented, the violator has failed to pay the false alarm penalty fine imposed by County Ordinance 04-16. Grant the violator 30 days to pay the fine imposed. Order if the payment is not made by that date, a fine of $15 per day be assessed.
Page 5, number 9, BA 113476. The owner is Kimco Carrollwood 664 Incorporated. The violator is America's Best, location 14932 North Del Mabry Highway. We have service on both parties and no one is present.
Case BA 113476. Data false alarm 6/30/20, service 121/21, amount due $75, no additional outstanding violations.
I rule in case BA 113476 that based on the evidence presented, the violator has failed to pay the false alarm penalty fine imposed by County Ordinance 04-16. I grant the violator 30 days to pay the fine imposed. Order if that payment is not made by that date, a fine of $15 per day be assessed.
Number 10, BA 114600A. The owner is Lambo One LLC, location 1248 East Fowler Avenue. We have service and no one is present.
Case BA 114600A, data false alarm 8/29/20, service 2/15/21, amount due $75, additional outstanding $75.
A date for the additional outstanding?
It's been to the hearing already in January.
Excellent. I rule in case BA 114600A that based on the evidence presented, the violator has failed to pay the false alarm penalty fine imposed by County Ordinance 04-16. Grant the violator 30 days to pay the fine imposed. Order if the payment is not made by that date, a fine of $20 per day be assessed.
Page 6, number 11, BA 121702. This case complied April 23, 2021. Number 12, BA 14889. This case complied April 30, 2021. Page 7, number 13, BA 5207A. The owner is NRG Investments Incorporated, and the violator is Mavis Tire. Location 5660 West Waters Avenue. We have service on both parties, and no one is present.
Case BA 5207A, data false alarm 9/1/20, service 2/17/21, amount due $75, additional outstanding $175.
Date for outstanding?
4/28/21 and 4/29/21.
Thank you. I rule in case BA 5207A that based on the evidence presented, the violator has failed to pay the false alarm penalty fine imposed by County Ordinance 04-16. I grant the violator 30 days to pay the fine imposed. Order if the payment is not made by that date, a fine of $20 per day be assessed.
Number 14, BA 67412B. This case complied May 4th, 2021. Page 8, number 15, BA 70509. The owner is Chirag V. Patel and Vedana Patel, location 5411 Tug Hill Drive. We have service and no one is present.
Case BA 70509, data false alarm 5/17/20, service 1/21/21, amount due $75, no additional outstanding violations.
I rule in case BA 70509 that based on the evidence presented, the violator has failed to pay the false alarm penalty fine imposed by County Ordinance 04-16. I grant the violator 30 days to pay the fine imposed. Order that payment is not made by that date. A fine of $15 per day be assessed.
And that does conclude the false alarm cases. Page 9, number 16, underwater ordinance cases, case number WR 2001399. This case complied May 4th, 2021. Page 10, number 18, WR 2001552. This case complied May 3rd, 2021. Landscaping and natural resource cases, page 11, number 19, L195740. This case complied May 5th, 2021. Page 12, number 22, case number L205919. This case complied May 5th, 2021. Page 13, number 23, L205953. This case was pulled per staff. Number 24, L206084. The owner is Matthew Hooper and Jennifer Hooper. Location 17101 Rainbow Terrace. We have service and no one is present.
Krista Hull, this is with the Environmental Supervisor of the Development Services Department. This is case L206084, property owner violator Matthew and Jennifer Hooper, violation address 1701 Rainbow Terrace, Odessa, violation observed, unpermitted clearing of vegetation within a wetland conservation setback area. Ordinance violated, Section 4.01.03, first inspection, May 27, 2020, first notice, June 4, 2020, last inspection, April 28, 2021, 4 inspections. First inspection conducted by Wayne Doyen on February 19, 2020. There was a cleared area for, looks like a beach, and all the vegetation was removed in this area of the setback. County has been working with the Hoopers in regards to what needs to be restored in the setback area. There is a small area that can remain undisturbed, and this is a plan they had provided to us. There we go. The plan was accepted as long as they did not use any rock materials, mulch, but they did provide native plants, materials that will go around, and 500 square feet will be allowed to remain. They've agreed to that compensation plan, and so the county is accepting that and will request that they restore that area per the plan within 30 calendar days, and fines will be issued if they fail to meet that time frame.
Okay. I rule in case L206084, the base of the evidence presented, I find the property is in violation of Hillsborough County codes or ordinances since staff's presentation. Further, based on the gravity of the violation, action taken by the violator and the violator's history, and concur with staff's recommendations in agreement with the homeowner to accept the wetland plan as drawn.
Yeah, the
You
wetland
took it to my screen, so that's okay.
The wetland compensation plan.
I was a wetland compensation plan. I was moving along there, and I just didn't look up fast enough. I grant 30 days to come into compliance. If compliance not achieved by that date, a fine of $150 per day be assessed.
Page 14, number 25, L206219. This case was pulled per staff. Number 26, case number L206487. The owners are Robert Hensley and Marianella Hensley. Location 6628 Reef Circle. We have service and no one is present.
Krista Hull with the Development Services Department. Property owner and violator is Robert Hensley, Marianella Hensley for case L206487. The violation address is 6628 Reef Circle, Tampa. Violation observed, unpermitted removal of an oak tree measuring 18 inches DBH. That's the diameter at 4.5 feet above existing grade. Ordinance violated is section 4.01.03 and 12.01. First inspection is December 14th, 2020. First notice, December 22nd, 2020. Last inspection, May 5th, 2021. 4 inspections conducted. First inspection conducted by Wayne Doyen on December the 14th, identified the stump of the tree that was removed. Reinspection done on May 5th found that they did plant 1 tree, a magnolia tree, which will give them credit towards the violation of 2 inches. So I talked to the owners yesterday and explained the credit system. They did get some extra credit for planting a magnolia tree, but it wasn't sufficient to meet the code requirements. The code requires full replacement for an unpermitted removal, so they still have a balance of 16 inches. They've agreed to come up with a plan within the next 30 days. They'll either restore the tree or contribute to the fund, but they're going to make that decision within the next 30 days. That's submit a tree restoration and or contribution agreement for 16 dB8 inches of trees within 30 calendar days, complete the restoration or contribution to the restoration fund within 60 calendar days from receipt of an approved agreement, and fines will be issued for failure to meet the timeframes. I'll leave it up.
I rule in case L206487 that based on the evidence presented, I find the property is in violation of Hillsborough County codes or ordinances in staff's presentation. Further, based on the ground of the violation, the actions taken by the violator and the violator's history concur with staff's recommendations. Require the homeowner to submit a compliant tree restoration and/or contribution agreement for 16 DBHs of trees within 30 calendar days. Then to complete restoration and/or contribution to the restoration fund within 60 calendar days from receipt of the approved agreement. Failure to meet any of these timelines as mentioned above will result in a penalty of $100 per day.
Page 15, number 27, case number L216613. This case was pulled per staff, and that concludes the agenda.
Fantastic. Not seeing any new business, I adjourn the meeting. Thank you. Thank you, everyone online. Appreciate your help.
Sorry about that. I was thinking.